just gonna start the episode now and get us rolling. Let's see. There we go. All right. Welcome, everybody, to episode 130 of the CosCast show. I am, as always, your main host, Pixie Dust Cosplay, and with me I have my fellow co-hosts.
Annabella Cosplay.
And then Cosplay.
Welcome, ladies. Also joining us tonight is Dstrackt Cosplay, all the way from the States. Welcome.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
We're good. How are you?
I'm fantastic on this sunny Sunday.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay. We have sun over here, too, actually, so that works out nicely. And also welcome to everyone who's already in the chat. We're very happy that you choose to join us this lovely Sunday. If you have any questions during the episode, please feel free to post them in our chat. And of course, we'll just get started with some of our segments before we go into our main theme, which is, of course, an interview with Dstrackt. So before we move on, let's talk about cosplay progress. Have we been working on anything cosplay related during the past week?
Well,
I know what that means.
No, I don't know. I just kind of, sort of trying to get out of this cosplay low blues. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I haven't really made anything the past 6 months. And I'm starting to feel that itch in my fingers. I'm starting to feel like I have to make something, and that's nice. I have. It's nice to feel like the motivation getting back. So I'm feeling like that I'm gonna answer yes to this question very soon.
Soon you will have worked on something. How about you, Aniasia? Your microphone is off, sweetie.
All right. Make fun. That's fine. Yeah, well, I got my wig for Bubbles.
Yay!
That's something. I mean, but I haven't really been working on anything. I've been working on some CosCast related stuff, which is hush hush.
Ooh.
But nothing cosplay. So no.
No, well, I mean, I've been buying fabrics and stuff for Valeth, and I also found buttons for Mad Moxie for her jacket thingy. So once I actually get started on that, I'm prepared. I have buttons.
Nice.
Yes. So, but I don't think I'll be working on her before I actually finish my Dragon Age cosplay But I do have a Luigi, like, classic cosplay-ish thing planned. Like a Femme Luigi from Super Mario Brothers.
So you can use it with my Mario?
Yeah! That's the idea. Just to have something easy to throw on for conventions where when I'm tired and I don't want to put on, like, full armor or anything like that. Just something really comfortable.
It's very nice to have some of those. I have several of those cosplays, so
yeah,
you can always they're just always there right up your sleeve, and you can just put them out whenever you need them, and it's nice.
How about you, Dstrackt?
Oh, man. I'm in the middle of so many things right now. It's not even funny. I just recently finished a full Halo ODST suit of armor, and then I stopped and I went, wait a minute, the whole entire Halo culture is about customization. Why am I just going to have the standard stock armor when I can do this and add that? And I've been adding all the little bells and whistles to that. In addition to that, I've been doing Far Cry 5 cosplay that I've been working on for the Seed family. And on top of that, I have King Aragorn from Lord of the Rings that I've been working on for
I
some
noticed
time.
that on Instagram. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I have been dragging my feet with that one for the longest time, but I mean, I've been working on the crown, and yesterday me and my girlfriend were in the city. We were in the garment district, so I picked up some leather that I'm going to be using for the shoulders and the vambraces, so I'm going to get to work on that as soon as possible.
Very cool. Lucia Farah says in the chat, favorite Hughes cosplayer.
Yes, I agree.
Everybody loves the Hughes.
You're so adorable. Have you seen my daughter?
Have you seen my daughter? Oh man, like I've put Hughes on the back burner a little bit just because like I feel if I do him every convention back to back to back, it gets a little old after a while. So
Yeah.
I'll put him away for like a month or two, and then I'll bring him out, and everybody. It's the same reaction every time. It's like, oh my heart, what are you doing? But I love you.
Sunniva is like a hardcore Full Metal Alchemist fan. She's cosplayed Mei Chong from Brotherhood, and
yes,
you were going to do
favorite ninja
Riza.
princess. I want to do Rinza. What the fuck is that?
Rinza.
I want to do Risa, and I want to do Olivier. I think at some point.
Nice.
Yes.
Sounds like fun.
Can you stop barking, please?
She has a dog. It's our unofficial mascot. His name is Grandpa the pug.
Mine's outside.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a Shib. I have a Shiba Inu.
Oh my
they're-
gosh!
His name. He's a little white floofball, and his name is Sama.
Oh, sounds adorable.
He's a yappy little pain in the ass.
Well, they all are at some point, at one time or another. All right.
Ryura is saying in the chat, FMA forever. Yes.
And she also says, I need to remake my Winry cosplay.
Yes, do it.
Yes,
Can't wait
do
to
it.
see that.
All right, so I'm going to move into the news segment of our week. And the first thing I want to bring up is that Infinity Wars has its world premiere this week on the 24th of April. And the Odeon cinemas in Oslo are going to be holding like a big cosplay event. There's going to be a cosplay competition. There is going to be a Kahoots quiz thing. There's going to be a cosplay workshop at the cinema. So if you're in Oslo and you want to see the world premiere and you want to, participate in some cosplay fun, you should definitely check that out. That's an event that is set up with one of our lovely sponsors, Nerdeportalen, the Nerd Portal. They do some really great like cosplay events at local Norwegian cinemas. So it's really important that you guys go out and participate in that and support them because they do a lot of good work. The next, so I was just wanted to ask you guys: are any of you guys psyched about Infinity Wars, or are you like meh?
I am psyched. I just need to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Thor Ragnarok first.
I've got so much catching up to do, honestly. I'm just going to let it pass by, and I'll watch it on bootleg somewhere down the road.
Yeah. I recently got to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Thor Ragnarok, so I'm kind of caught up now, and I'm kind of like, I want to see it so bad. I'm super excited.
I still haven't seen Black Panther yet, so.
All right. Yeah, no, that was a good movie. It was enjoyable, absolutely.
Yeah, it was. And what I find really, really cool about Black Panther is that it seems like Black Panther has become this kind of cool thing for kids. I was in a birthday party today for a 5-year-old, and he was like, I want Black Panther stuff. So I bought him this mask, and he was like, yes, Black Panther, yeah! And I was like, yeah, cool that this superhero
like
kind of has
the cool auntie.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Lucia Ferrer says that she just saw Spider-Man Homecoming yesterday, and she's also very psyched about Infinity Wars. She's written it out in all caps in the chat.
Ryura is saying that there were so many trailers for that movie at the Sci-Fi Festival. Yeah, I believe you.
And Derp My Life 96 is saying that the cosplay he or she commissioned is finally done. So excited. That'll be cool.
Ooh.
Absolutely. So I'll just move on from there. The next thing I want to mention is that our Dragon Age RPG actual play podcast live stream show is having its next episode on Friday this upcoming week on the 27th of April at 7 p.m. in the evening local time. So that'll be 6 p.m. For those of you in the UK. So we'll be live streaming episode 18, which is crazy. We've been doing this for over a year now.
We have.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sorry.
So everyone who's interested in watching Fateful Fumble and Dragon Age RPG content, you should definitely check out that episode. It's going to be epic. There's going to be a showdown with a revenant and everything. It'll be amazing.
I need to finish my Garrett cosplay too.
Ooh.
Oh.
I've got bits and pieces of his armor scattered about my room right now. I've got the beard for it right now, but that's about it.
It sounds like you have a lot of cosplays coming up.
Oh, my room looks like an armory. There's weapons all over the wall. There's armor everywhere. It's you walk in and you don't know up from down. And my girlfriend is handing me pieces of my Garrett armor, so
yeah, there you go.
she thinks she's funny.
Yeah, armor. I don't have any like full armor cosplays yet, and I really want to. I only have Sarah's on Crate from The Witcher 3, so she only has pauldrons. But yeah, armor is so cool.
I only have two. I only made one. One is the Halo armor that I have, and then the second one I bought off my friend Lucky Luke's. It's the demon armor from Berserk, and it's so heavy. The entire thing's made out of Warbler, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a picture of that actually. You need to link that to me.
I will absolutely send you some pictures of that.
Yes.
If you think that is heavy, have you heard of the cosplayer called Stickweeds from Denmark?
Oh yeah.
I have not.
Okay.
Oh,
you
he's
need
a
to check
metal
this
smith.
dude out. He
Oh,
is
whoa.
insane.
Oh, that's madness. Oh.
And last year he was
That's
crowned the Warbler
madness.
Queen.
Yes, at TwitterCon.
Oh man.
But you should check him out. He's really cool. He makes so much amazing stuff, and he makes everything from real metal.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, he's amazing.
You hear him when he's on a convention floor. He's just like clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah, that's actually true because I've danced with him.
Yes.
In full plate armor.
Tonya bid on him in like a cosplay charity auction and won a dance. So they were dancing together, and he was in full armor. It was hilarious. Right. So the next piece of news is that I've linked to on our Facebook page a list of cool cosplays from the Dallas Fan Expo 2018, which was held quite recently. So there's a lot of interesting cosplays there that you guys should check out. I'm not gonna take time to like screen share it or whatever. You guys can find it. You know where it is. I always post links on our Facebook page, so it's there for your enjoyment.
I just want to mention one more thing, and that is that Fredrikstad Sci-Fi Festival was held yesterday, and I want to congratulate Ryurai for winning
Best craftsmanship.
Yes, best craftsmanship.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Congrats.
Yes.
Also, Marte Karlsson won Best Sci-Fi for her Ashoka Tano from Star Wars. And Oda Teresa won Best Fantasy for her Wonder Woman cosplay, and Michaela Reinton won Best Show with her Mifa cosplay. So congratulations to all of the winners from Fredrikstad Sci-Fi.
Yes. I wish I was there.
Yeah, me too. I had the opportunity to go, but I was just so tired. I've been exhausted lately, so I no.
Same.
I had to pass on that one. The chat is saying, "Yay, more Fateful Fumble Maker, yes!" And they're congratulating Liana for winning Best Craftsmanship. Yes. We have such a supportive community. People are so positive and great to each other. It's nice. I'd also like to mention that YumeCon is right around the corner. It is a local convention which is held at Notodden. Which date was it again? On April 28th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if you're...
Next Saturday.
Yes, next Saturday. So
the
if you're
same
a local...
date as
the activity day of the Norwegian Cosplay Association, which is where I will be next Saturday. Seeing as I am vice president, I kind of have to. Can't skip out on that one. But yeah, so there are two events that you can go to next Saturday. The Cosplay Association Activity Day or YumeCon at Notodden. Both will be excellent ways to spend your weekend. And that's pretty much all I had in the news section. So I figured we'll turn it over to the interview part. So I thought I'd share.
Here we go.
Yes, here we go. So I thought I'd share some pictures that you were kind enough to send our way.
No problem.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Yes. So this one is this is one of your personal photos. It's you in cosplay filling gas, actually.
Oh yes. We were on our way to a small convention, and we were at the Four Chocobros, and I was filling up gas for the car, and I'm like, this should be Ignis's job. Like, why am I doing this right now? But somebody stopped and took a photo, and it was perfect.
Yeah, it looks like very in theme with the game. I really like it. It's just like a snapshot of a moment.
What kind of car is it?
Here you go. It's a Ford Fusion. That's my car. It's a piece of crap. That's what it is.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
In the photo, at least.
Yeah, it's red and shiny, so
that's good enough for me.
It's doing the job. It's doing the job. Next one is
it's getting love from Lucia, by the way, in the chat.
She's loving it.
Thank you.
Yeah. The next one is by Is it Large or Large Photography?
He says large, but like he puts the tilde over the e, so I don't know. However he feels like pronouncing it.
Yeah. So what cosplay are we looking at here?
You're looking at Nyx Ulrich from Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive, the movie.
All right.
And that was a fun cosplay to put together. My girlfriend spent months with me on it, putting it together, and when we got it to that position, we added even more to it for the Katsucon that was coming up after we did that shoot.
Right.
Cool. I haven't seen Kingsglaive yet. That's probably why I didn't automatically pick up on who this character is, but I have been it's on my list, like, you need to see this.
It's on Hulu and I think Netflix. I'm not sure.
I think it's on Netflix, yeah. At least it was not long ago, so hopefully it's still there.
And we have different Netflix than you have in
yeah,
this
that's
state.
true.
Yeah, because you guys have the better Netflix.
Oh, everyone here says the opposite, but okay.
Oh, no.
I'll have to look into that. Cool. So the next one is, of course, by M. David Photography. And it's your the Full Metal Alchemist one with
It's my go-to, my tried and true.
Hughes.
Honestly, I've been doing him for almost 10 years now. 8 years.
Wow.
2 more. And I'm planning on doing for my 10-year anniversary something marvelously gigantic with it, and it's very hush under wraps, but it's gonna be beautiful and it's gonna tear your hearts out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Is it gonna be
Absolutely. Oh, perfect.
All the feels. We love feels. That's a thing.
All of the feels.
I especially like the angel wings.
Yeah, it's making me sad, but in a good way.
They've gotten bigger over the years too, because when I first started, I just had the regular Hughes outfit with the wallet, and then I made the giant "Have you seen my daughter" sign that everybody knows and says "seen." Then I put a little pair of angel wings on, and then I put a bigger pair of angel wings on. Next, I'm gonna do a halo, and you haven't seen my final form yet. You'll when it happens, it'll happen.
I'm just gonna say here in the chat, it's going crazy. First, Lucia was like, Gladiolus, I can't say that name, but sure. Can you tell I love Final Fantasy? Yes. And then she said, it's damn good. Yes. And then the Hughes photo came up, and the dude was like, God damn it, my heart!
I'm not sorry. Not in the least bit.
Sorry, not sorry.
Pretty much.
And Lucia says, oh my god, my heart will break!
Liana says, sending lots of love because this is amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, they're so sweet. No, so yeah, now our audience has gotten to know you a little bit better. So if you want to follow this guy on social media, it's Cosplay by Dstrackt on Facebook and Dstrackt
Just
Cosplay.
Dstrackt on
Just Dstrackt,
just Dstrackt
on Instagram. Yeah. So go look it up. It's DSTRACKT. That's how it's spelled. Yes. All right. So Tonya, I figured maybe you wanna head off the interview section and just start off with a few questions.
Yes, I will start.
Sitting there like an evil genius with your cat. Precious.
All right. So, D, how long have you been cosplaying, and how did you get into cosplay?
I have been cosplaying since 2006, and I just remember because it was during like the craze when Naruto was just starting to hit its like high rise, and my friend was running around the hallways doing the ninja run with the headband on, and I'm like, what the hell is that? What are you doing? And he's like, it's called Naruto. It's amazing. Look at it. And I was just like, all right, let me see what this is about. Watched a couple of episodes, and then I was running around hallways with metal headbands on, so here we are.
That's cool. So, what is your favorite personal cosplay?
Has to be Hughes. I love the reactions I get. It can be anything from I love you to I hate you. Like I've walked down an entire New York City block on my way to New York Comic Con, and there was like a line from block to block end, and you could tell I was coming because you could hear nothing but cheering and booing the entire way.
That's cute / horrible all at once.
But still,
And
it's like when people boo to that, you can't really take it as anything else that
I don't
really.
I do. Like I don't take it as hate. I'm just like, yes, bring me more. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
I feed off of your souls.
Your tears sustain me.
You know what? I think I saw someone who took it too far, or not too far, but a bit further than Hughes on last year's Torucon, which is a convention here in Norway. Right. Someone cosplayed Nina. That kind of.
I've been waiting for somebody to do that. Oh man!
The worst thing is like it came on stage and people were like, yeah!
Why are you cheering for this? Why?
That's amazing. I mean, the most I've ever seen like that is like Shao Tucker with like a stuffed animal like at conventions here, but that's about it.
No, that was a full-on fursuit, dude.
Oh,
it was
that's
amazing.
Awesome. Oh.
Cinema's emotional just thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm sorry for screaming.
So, do you have a favorite type of cosplay or type of character to cosplay?
Not really. I mean, I cosplay anime a lot and video games a lot, so I mean I'd say that, but like I just love getting out of the norm and putting on costumes and going and having fun at conventions, or hell, even walking around town in just a cosplay and being like, hey, what's up?
I just have an additional question to this question, and that is like when you choose your characters, what is it? Characters that you love, or just designs you think is cool? Or
sometimes it's like that, but like I usually pick characters I feel like a deep like comparison to, or that I can like jump into the role of, or like even people that even look like me, like people. So I never picked Hughes. Like somebody picked Hughes for me. They're like, hey, you'd make a really good Maze Hughes. And I did it once and everyone fell in love with it. They're like, you are him. You're him. And I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, that's it. That's how it goes.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, there's some magic there. So I usually stick to people I can either act like or look like. So
yeah.
I mean, I guess that's kind of makes it easier for girls in the fact that, you know, facial hair is not a problem for us, you know, like, and there aren't a whole lot of female characters out there with facial hair as far as I know, so.
No, but there's a lot of female cosplayers who crossplay.
Yes, this is very true. And
True.
I am very impressed by female cosplayers who do dwarves from like The Hobbit and like full on suit, facial hair, everything. That's so amazing.
No prosthetics. And...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Cool.
Very.
Crazy cool.
Yes. So, except for the secret one, what are your cos plans for 2018?
Oh man, this is a big list. I guess I'll start with my biggest and work down. I want to finish my upgrades to my ODST suit. I want to do a Soul Calibur 6 group for the game that's coming out, and I plan to do Nightmare from that. So that's going to be
a big one.
It's going to be a nightmare. Ha.
See what you did there. I love Soul Calibur.
And Aragorn, I can't wait to do him. Like, I've always wanted to do King Aragorn, and I'm doing a gigantic Lord of the Rings and Hobbit group for Dragon Con. It's got like, how many people? 20 people? Something like that? 20 plus people, and we have characters for everything, and we're all going to do this amazing photo shoot, and I can't wait for it.
Well, if you ever come to Norway, I have an Arwen in the the blue dress.
I will pack it.
Yes.
I just had to box my Eowyn dress because I've made it in this super, super, super heavy fabric, and I haven't secured the seams that well, and it's just falling apart, and I can't be bothered taking it all, pick it all off and sew it again. So I just picked it out of my closet yesterday, packed it down, put it in a box, and it's going down in storage. And I'm like, it's my first cosplay that I'm actually kind of retiring.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I can also bring my Odo Sackle Baggins.
Oh yeah, we made a OC character. It's the cousin of Frodo. He also has a ring, but he doesn't do anything. Please don't tell him that. He's a ladies' hobbit.
Yeah, he's a ladies' hobbit for sure.
He's a ladies' hobbit, yeah.
Not just ladies, also, elf boys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he likes everyone, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the same, right?
Right, sure.
Pretty much.
Totally.
Yeah, we married him away to Melisandre from Game of Thrones.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that didn't
represent.
Oh, yeah. I saw it. It's awesome. I think we're all Team Starks here, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another one that I forgot about too. Jon Snow. I've got pieces of that made, but I kind of put that on the backburner just because I'm doing Lord Commander Jon Snow with that big leather tunic he has, and I hit a brick wall when it came to designing that. I'm just like, nope, that's it. I'm giving up for now. I'm gonna put a pin in that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just not the right time, Sometimes you just need to put that pin in something. I think I want to do Daenerys or Sansa at some point. That would be fun, but I'm not really sure which yet.
I can't wait to see.
I really want to do Arya, I think.
Yeah, she's
Arya.
Cool. You got the hair. You got the hair.
That's true. I do.
Sunniva?
Yeah.
Can you take the next question? I have to kill Spinosaurus.
Yes, of course. She's hooked at this game with dinosaurs and stuff.
I need to get on this.
It's called The Island, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. Lucia Ferrer says that this year is the first time I'm cosplaying a character someone recommended I do. Scary but fun. Which character, Lucia?
Yeah, we want to know.
And Rirai says, for me it was, oh my god, have you seen this show? You remind me so much of this character. You should cosplay her. Watch the show, cosplay the character. Every other fan started bullying my character.
Aw, that's sad. I don't think I've actually ever cosplayed a character that someone recommended I do. Not because I didn't want to, but it's just that no one has really ever recommended oh my god, you have to do this one, because I don't really.
See, I have bad luck. All the characters I fall in love with, or somebody's like, "Oh, you should be him." They always end up dying. It always every time.
well, Jon Snow hasn't died. Like,
Yeah.
died.
I mean,
no.
officially,
Yeah.
died. Spoilers. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Sorry,
If you
not
haven't
sorry.
seen that by now, then bad for
That's your
you.
own fault.
Yeah. Well, Anita, you remember you have gotten a character, Josie from Being Human.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I never got around to doing that. I got the wig, and then I just never got around to actually finishing it.
Yeah, I did just a makeup test for that, but the group didn't really ever kind of come together.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It's cool when people are like, "Hey, you should do this," and you're like, "Hey, you think about me? Oh, that's cute. Thank you."
Now I have to.
Now I have to. Anyway, do you have a favorite convention?
Oh man. New York Comic Con was my favorite for the longest time, but it's become kind of like a zoo as of late. But KatsuCon has always had a place in my heart from the very first one I've been to the last one. And I
Where is
didn't even know about
Katsucon?
the convention. What's that? KatsuCon is in Maryland.
Okay.
It's at the Gaylord National Hotel. It's got this giant inner like pavilion that's got all these trees and like water and like rocks and things. It's gorgeous.
Sounds
But
amazing.
I only found out about it because one of my followers was like, "Oh, you need to come down to here. There's so many people down here. You need to come down to this convention." I'm like, what is this? I've never heard of this. Where is it?" And I went and everyone I knew was there pretty much, and I'm just like, "What is going on?"
That's cool.
All right, so Katsucon and New York Comic Con are recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I would really want to go to a convention in America,
Yeah.
especially. Like I could have gone to I want to go to one in Germany or in London, really wherever. I really want to visit a convention anywhere.
That's not Norway.
Yeah, but Norway too. I like Norway
Yeah.
connection too, of course. But it would be
I'm
fun.
trying to find my way to KupoCon.
Yeah. Let's see. What is it like to be a US cosplayer, and what is the American cosplay community like?
Oh man. Oh man, the first word everyone usually says is toxic. There's just so much drama, but if you can steer clear of it, it's pretty fun. There's so many good people that you like wouldn't realize live so close to you. Um, Everyone's ingenuitive, everyone comes up with their own things and just they share everything like, "Oh, I found out how to do this. Here, check this out." Like everybody's very close-knit and I love it.
That's amazing. Like it's a very good thing that like stay clear of it. You know, drama kind of seeks drama. Sometimes, of course, you get meddled into stuff even though you don't want to. That does happen. But if you feel like drama follows you everywhere, maybe you should have a look at yourself. You know.
But I mean,
but
do you think that it's because the community is so big in the States? Like there are so many people in the States, like we were talking about. There are more people in New York than there are in like the entirety of Norway.
I mean, I feel like it's that, and there's a lot of people that are just like so self-centered, like that they put themselves above everything else, and I think that's like what's killing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a good tip though for, smaller cosplay communities that are, starting to emerge around the world. Like don't be selfish and don't be an asshole. Just, be
Pretty
nice.
much,
Be
just
nice
don't
to
be
people.
a dick.
Yeah, don't be a
Yeah.
dick.
But I think the Norwegian cosplay community is very drama free, it seems. Of course, sometimes discussions happens in the Facebook groups and stuff, but usually it's like it's never many rumors about people in the community. It's always just discussions about bigger things or other things that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with cosplay in itself. So as it looks like to me, at least, it's not that much drama between people and groups. But we're a bit older, you know. It can be different, and maybe it feels different for the people who's younger. I don't know.
True.
Yeah, but you know, it's like the cosplay community in England. I've also heard is a bit more drama there. Maybe not as much as in America, but and also.
But I mean, like, I think it's like that with all communities. There's always going to be a part of the community that has more drama than others, and if you steer clear of it, or if the community at large tries to work towards being a inclusive, positive place, it'll be positive and inclusive. And because Norway has such a small community, it might be easier for us to work towards that goal. Whereas in like the UK or the States or wherever where it is big and maybe a little toxic or a lot of drama, maybe it's just really hard to work as a group, as a community towards keeping things positive, just because there are so many people.
Yeah, might be
true.
It's just my my theory.
Yeah, but like for us who stands a bit outside, it seems like every state in America could almost be its own country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, that's how like the cosplay communities are too. Like you have like the New York cosplayers, you have like every state has their own little clique, and then we have our clique as a whole, basically.
Yeah. But it's cool to be connected, all over.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there's this one weird thing that we all do that binds us together no matter where we live, and it's cosplay and love of fandoms, and that's pretty fucking amazing because we would never have probably never met you or gotten in touch with you if it wasn't for this, and that's pretty fucking amazing to me.
It is.
Absolutely. Honestly, like all the friends I've made through cosplay and things like that, I've got friends international of all over the world, all over the States, and I would never met these people without cosplay. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't have met my girlfriend without cosplay.
Aww.
So that's another thing too.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I love stories like that. We've talked to a lot of people who's been in that exact same situation, meeting their loved ones or their best friends even. In the cosplay community, and that's also what I love about the community is the openness towards each other. Like a lot of people who love like nerd stuff, games and animes and stuff like that are kind of looked upon as being weird, weirdly enough. And it's nice to have a community where just everybody understands. You don't have to explain yourself like, no, I promise you, I'm not childish. Well, I am, but,
You don't have to justify your childishness.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like,
I don't gotta explain. Screw that.
Yeah. Fuck them bitches and fuck that noise. No, but I feel like one of the things I appreciate a lot is the fact that you are allowed to be an adult and still be childish and still be playful and have fun in other ways that don't include like drinking, for example. Exactly. I mean, it's not that I have a problem with drinking, it's just that I don't feel like that's something I want to do every weekend. Like that, it just doesn't give me that much in return as a social activity.
To have fun, Yeah. You don't have to do it to have fun. Like I could go to a convention and then that is twice as much fun to me. Usually.
Or hell, even a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Or just like sitting on like Discord or a peer-in or having a hangout with people while you craft stuff and just talk while you make things is amazing to me because you get to create stuff and be social at the same time, and that's also one of my favorite parts with cosplay.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next question. Yeah. Because you are also a podcaster and a voice actor.
Oh yes, yes I am.
Could you tell us a bit about that? Like, what kind of podcasts you do? What kind of voice acting do you do?
I've only done one thing so far, and I did for a stop-motion Star Wars film. I played a Mandalorian guard, and that was pretty fun. What else? And my podcast, it's called the D2 Comic Culture. It's me and my friend Dan. We're on a little bit of a hiatus right now just because we're trying to figure out the technology and everything. But we basically do what you guys do. We haven't interviewed anybody yet, but we're just talking about Cosplay, talking about comic books, nerd culture, news, video game news, things like that, and just letting it known week to week.
Oh, that's cool. Do you do it as a video or a podcast?
We kind of live stream it, but we save the videos and we post them on Facebook. We're trying to get a YouTube going, but it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it takes a bit of time to get into all the tech stuff. Like all the previous episodes, like the first ones, there's always something that went wrong, like the video God. Or the sound was wonky, or.
See, what I like with our show is that, like, if you compare, like, the first episode to the most recent, like, the technology got a little bit better every time. Like, it just progressed along.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm kind of grateful for that.
Yeah. I mean, like, we are miles ahead of where we were when we started this thing back in, 2015, 14?
Might be something like that.
Like wow, I can't even watch the first few episodes anymore because I'm so embarrassed. Like, what the fuck were we doing? What is that even? And the first ones are in Norwegian and kind of a little awkward, I guess. So
we didn't have a plan. Like everything started to get better once we got a plan, and we had like this regular segments that we always went into and that we always talked about, and it kind of just got better from there, I guess.
But yeah, you should definitely put some links up to your show so we can help spread the love.
We really love community positive things.
Yeah, sure.
And what we have experienced while doing this is that because we basically went right into cosplay, and we didn't really know anyone, and we just started this show without really knowing anyone in the community. And Tonya was the first guest we had on the show, and she never left. She just became a part of it like a regular. And this has been like a really awesome gateway to us to get to know people. And now we know a lot of different people in the community, both at their own age, at all kinds of ages. We know people from different kind of genres, and since Norway is such a not huge but long country, there's a lot of distances between cities, and we found that this show has made it easier for us to talk to people all around, not just close to us.
Immediate friends and acquaintances.
Yeah. And it's cool that our network is getting bigger, and we've had you on the show, we've had Mal, as you know, and it's just awesome. It's just cool. So I think that your show is gonna get awesome and cool too. You're gonna get the cool.
One day.
But it's really like the best tool for getting to know people, and also for like getting rid of anxiety, or at least working through anxiety. Like for me, at least, it's been good. Because I'm a bit.
No, it's absolutely therapeutic.
Yeah.
The only thing I can't stand is because me and my partner, we commute to our spot. We rent out like a soundproof like study area in a library that's like an hour away from both of us, so that we meet in the middle, basically.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's hard to do it. It's hard to do things on a regular basis when you have to travel just to be able to record.
Oh yeah.
I think that's why we chose to do the whole hangout on YouTube thing and just live stream, because that makes it so much easier to just do weekly episodes.
I think that's what we're going to end up doing too, because we've been looking for a platform. We tried Skype calls, we tried Facebook calls, nothing was working, but I'm going to take a page out of your girl's notebook and take that and run.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I got the idea from Felicia Day. She was doing like a book club that called the Vaginal Fantasy Hangout. So yeah, totally ripped her off.
There, you finally got your shout out. So
yeah.
Yeah, we have one more question for you, and that is, how long have you been doing prop commissions? And what kind of props do you usually work on?
Oh man. I only started doing commissions about 2 years ago, something like that. Just because, I mean, like, I've been making props as long as I've been cosplaying, but I've never been like okay with people giving me money for it. Like I always did it for friends or people I cared about and things like that. And I'm like, here, like this is for you, and then they'd either give me like a gift or something like that, and I would still be like, stop, I don't want it, I don't want it, like things like that. But I mean, now I'm trying to get an apartment, and I'm just like, I need the extra money. Maybe I can't take people's money if they like my props that much, like.
Yeah.
But I'm not afraid to do anything except for keyblades. That is the one thing that terrifies the shit out of me. Because I have so many people that are like, "Oh, do this keyblade," and it's like all these hanging pieces like in the middle, and I'm just like, "Okay, no, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't do that." But officially, right now, I'm in the middle of Pidge's Bayard from Voltron,
Awesome.
the main character's sword from Final Fantasy III, Stella's rapier from Final Fantasy 15, and I have a secret Ninja Turtles project that I'm working on with my
Ooh.
best friend, and this one is going to be one for the history books.
Oh, that's cool.
No pun intended. There's a little bit of secret in that one, but I can't wait.
That sounds cool. What kind of materials do you usually use?
I started out, all right, so I'm gonna say this to everyone that wants to start propping and making stuff. Do not be afraid of materials. If you have millions and millions of pounds of cardboard, work with cardboard. Work with what you're comfortable with first. And then when you want to like upgrade, move on from there. I started with cardboard, then I moved up to EVA foam, and now I'm working with pink foam board. And next I'm working with Warbler. So make your way up in whatever feels comfortable to you.
Mm. I mean, you can make anything with foam, really. That's what's so amazing about that.
Absolutely.
I love it. I haven't really made a whole lot of props yet, but I'm going to be making like a mage staff from Dragon Age.
Awesome.
And I'm a little terrified of it because I've never really made such a big prop before, and I kind of want to do lights, but I've never done lights or soldering or
I've
anything.
I've never done anything like that either. That's like another thing I've stayed away from and I've managed to stay away from this whole time.
Yeah, lights and electronics terrify me. I'm so afraid of fucking that shit up. So I'm probably going to be like, hubby, can you do it? Like, I'll watch and then I can try later.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess-
fuck that.
I guess I could have my boyfriend helping me with that as well. He's really good with he always makes small things. Like the last thing he installed is we have this hue thing in our house now. So I can basically, just change the lighting here if I wanna
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
with myself.
And he also made a disco dog house for your pug.
He did. He did.
See, I just get lazy and I use glow in the dark paint.
Oh, that's smart. Maybe I'll do that. I'll try that first. That sounds a little bit less intimidating.
Yeah.
Something. Or a flashlight. Just pop a flashlight in there.
Just whatever it takes.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
If you have to ghetto rig it with whatever you have around, go for it. It's as simple as that.
MacGyver that shit.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
Liana says that her first prop was made from cardboard and empty toilet paper rolls, and it was a keyblade.
Oh.
There you go.
Mhm.
I think I have a cardboard prop here
Yes,
next
you
to me.
do.
It was some of the I think we got a PC screen or something, and these kind of things were made so the screen wouldn't break. So I was like, hey,
Cool.
I can just put them in two, glue them together, and I have some sort of wall. I never
There you
finished
go.
it, but yeah.
Well, that's another thing. Like anything can be used in props. Like if you can imagine it, or if you have something laying around that you're like, oh hey, this would be perfect for this if I just glued this onto it and painted it like this. Like don't be afraid to just grab whatever and stick it together. Like that's brilliant.
It's like an occupational hazard. As soon as you've been a cosplayer for a little while, everything is like, it's cool, but can I
man.
use it for cosplay?
Yeah, that's how it feels like going out shopping. When I need clothes, I'm like, yeah, this pants is perfect for this cosplay. And then I get home, I'm like, I can't wear this to work. What did I I do?
Why did I buy this? I don't know.
I have the same problem. 90% of my clothes is like, all right, what cosplay character is this from that I'm just wearing this to work with?
So true. So true.
Oh, we're damaged goods.
But it's cool to go out shopping for cosplays, though. It's nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I have 2 cosplays on the way. I actually, well, it kind of counts as cosplay progress, I guess. I bought a helmet from eBay. It really sucks, and it broke in the mail, so I have to glue it and stuff. So I'm gonna show it to you later. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna fix it. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna use that for a PUBG cosplay that I'm sort of just throwing together. I'm not gonna be bothered to make a weapon. I'm just gonna find a frying pan and use it. Anyone who's played the game,
winner, chicken dinner.
Oh yes. And I bought a cosplay from Ninja Girl. So I'm waiting for that.
Ooh, which one?
You're gonna have to wait and see.
It's a
no,
secret?
no. I bought her diva suit. So.
Ooh, yes.
Nice.
Looking forward to that.
Yes, with headset and gun, so I don't have to make it. I did start on the diva gun once, but then I found out that, like, this is how far I got. That's how far I got, and I made it like a year ago.
You know, Razer just restocked their Diva headsets. Throwing out a little pitch there. Buy Razer, everybody. Sponsor me, please, if you're out there.
Hashtag not an ad, but really, yes.
Not an ad, but here it is. Fuck it.
Hashtag not an ad, but it could be. Eh?
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's sort of cosplay progress.
Yeah, it totally counts for sure. Absolutely. All right, that was the last question we had. So that means that we'll just
nice.
Yes. I hope you feel like it's been going well.
It's been fantastic. Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. But before we say goodbye, let's move into the last segment of this evening, which is Geekery, where we talk about all the amazing things that we've either read, watched, listened to, or played during the past week or so. So is there anything that we would like to recommend to our viewers, or that our viewers would like to recommend to us?
I got a cold at the beginning of this week, so I stayed home Tuesday and Wednesday. And that means that I did watch some movies. I seldomly watch movies because for some reason it's logical to me to watch 10 episodes and binge a series, but watching one movie, it takes too much time. I don't know how that logic works, but that's how it works. So I took the time and I watched Wonder Woman and I watched Doctor Strange for the first time because both of them are on Netflix. Here's my review of Wonder Woman. Everyone loved it. I hated the CGI. The CGI was horrible, but everything else was okay. And then I watched Doctor Strange, and I loved that one. That movie was amazing. The only thing that annoyed me was that the nurse, she had this really, really flamboyant navy blue nail polish on. And as a nurse, you're not allowed to wear nail polish. So that annoyed me. I hate it when movies are not being logical.
So all of them, really.
Nah, but that was the only thing. Like, I love Doctor Strange. It was cool.
If that's your biggest complaint, I think Doctor Strange it passes with flying colors.
And I watched this really cool kind of documentary series about, it was called, I don't know the English title for it, but translated from Norwegian, it's Girls Behind Bars.
Oh, right. Yeah, like a prison documentary thing.
And it's about, like, juvenile, like juvie, girls in juvie. sort of thing. Kind of, maybe it's inspired by Orange is the New Black, I don't know, but it kind of follows the life of girls that's in juvie and what they did and how long they're in there for, and it's actually very good.
Right, cool. Liana says, "Fateful fumble! I'm staying faithful." She's the number one fangirl. I love it. Thank you. She's also been watching Pipara. It is so adorable, and my idol trash heart is at peace with it. Also, Ready Player One. Oh my god, that movie was amazing and so cool. So there you go. You have lots of different recommendations. A little bit of RPG, a little bit of anime, and a little bit of blockbuster movies. It's a good combo. Tonya, how about you? You've been gaming a lot lately.
Well, yeah. But first, I want to recommend anime on Netflix, The Heroic Legend of Arslan.
I have seen the trailer for that, I think.
I think it's cute. I'm looking forward to do the next season to see how things work out. And yeah, I've been playing a new game with my good friend Ranirav, which is The Isle, basically a dinosaur survival game.
I'm in love.
Yes, so awesome. I mean, I did the live stream the first time I played it, Ranirav, and oh my god, the adrenaline! Oh, it's so much fun. We were running
I need to play it.
Yes, we were running around like raptors, and we have to, watch out for bigger dinosaurs who will kill us. Luckily, we're the fastest ones, but still. So we were like, eating some leftovers from other dinosaurs, and then Ranira said, "Run, run, 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 run!" And we just ran to this woods, and just as we entered the woods, Spinosaurus took Runner. It came out of hiding and just grabbed her and munched her to bits. And I was like,
traumatized.
I ran for my dear life.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was so super funny.
I haven't really had time to watch a whole lot of things lately, but I tried playing the role-playing game Mage the Awakening for the first time this weekend with some friends of mine. Luckily, the DM knew a lot of the systems and rules beforehand and had made cheat sheets for us because, man, that game is complicated and the book is not organized in any way that I find to be logical. So if he hadn't done that, I would have been completely lost. But it was it's very cool. I always end up playing Mage no matter what game I play. So to just start out in a game where everyone is mages is good for me. It's like my default setting. I don't know. I love mages. I can't help it.
I feel that I'm the same way with Death Knights or Rangers.
I'm same with rogues. I need to be able to open those chests and those doors at the beginning of the game.
It is very annoying when you can't go all completionist and open and loot everything. I kind of feel that twinge sometimes, but it's like, suck it up. At least you're a mage. You have magic, okay? And also I've been just trying to find more like podcasts to listen to lately, just not because I don't have enough, but I want to get to know like the whole gamut of the actual play RPG podcast community, and apparently there are a lot of them out there, so I have a lot of stuff to go through in the coming weeks for sure. So I'll recommend the ones that are extra good that I get to listen to, so you guys can get to know that in the future. Yeah, beyond that, I think I don't really have that much that I can talk about. Haven't seen that many new things lately. Sadly, I don't have time. Too much work.
What about you, Dee? Have you anything you want to recommend?
You know what? I'll throw in a manga and a video game just for shits and giggles.
Mm.
Um, I've been bored as of lately because I'm waiting for Food Wars to come back, and I found another cooking-esque manga. It's called Delicious in Dungeon, but it's about like a D&D party that like gets messed up by a dragon and one of their friends gets like eaten and they try to get like back to the dungeon to find her and they run into this dwarf that like starts like cooking up all the monsters they defeat and like feeding it to them and it's like a bizarre concept to them. They're like, "Oh my God, why are we eating this? Why don't we just go back to town and get actual food?" And he's like, "You can't get the nutritions from actual food. You got to eat this." But it's fantastic and it's funny. And I just hit the last chapter last night and it's still not finished. And I'm so pissed because now I have to wait for another thing.
That sounds amazing, though.
Yeah.
I want to read
I
this.
feel give it a read. It's fantastic. If
I
you love
just want.
Dungeons and Dragons, you'll
Yes.
automatically fall in love with this.
Oh,
So
yeah.
much.
I love it already.
Yeah.
It sounds just right up my alley.
And then as for the video game, I was looking for a new like horror. I love horror survival games like with a passion, but I found one that's on this indie gaming website that you can download for free, and it's called Do You Copy? And you basically play like a park ranger in a Firewatch tower, and there's like this goat man that like roams around the forest or something like that and the park is like completely closed and this like backpacker makes his way into the camp and he's like, "Hey, I'm lost," and you need to like radio him which way to go. Like there's different paths that he can go and you have to make it so he survives the night before the goat man gets him or it gets you. And it's really intense. I've already beaten it with the four endings, but I just
It
love playing
sounds
it. Like it's just
terrifying.
it's absolutely terrifying, but like I love the rush of it.
Oh my gosh. Is it on Steam? Where can you find this game?
If you just Google "Do You Copy," you can find where to get it because it's not
Okay.
like I said, it's an indie game and they're not charging for it. It's free,
Oh,
so you
wow.
can download it completely for free.
Oh my
But
gosh.
if you want to give it a try, or if you want to stream playing it, I guarantee you'll scream.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
man. Okay, so I hear that this is a game that we need to sit down and play together and then record it while we play it just so we can release it for shits and giggles so everyone
Oh,
can see what big
Absolutely.
we are.
It's scary as fudge. I'm looking at images from the game right now, and it's so dark and ominous.
Yeah,
And
I
wow.
cannot play this by myself. I will die. I will die.
You most likely would, yeah. I think you would.
I mean, PUBG terrifies me, so. All right. We are 2 minutes on overtime, which is nothing because usually we're like 15 minutes on overtime. So we're doing good.
It
We're doing
happens.
good.
We're doing good. Yeah.
Hashtag overcast, as Liana has chosen to dub it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that kind of sums it up for us for this week, and I would just want to say thank you to Dstrackt for coming on the show. It's been absolutely wonderful having you on.
Thank you for having me, ladies. It was amazing, and I look forward to watching this next week.
Aw,
Yay!
yay! And as we say to all of our guests, you are more than welcome to join us in the future whenever you like. It's an open
Absolutely.
invitation.
This will not be the last.
Hold you to it. Also, thank you to our wonderful viewers for following in the chat, for posting about stuff you love and asking questions and fangirling over the amazing cosplays that we've seen tonight. We will be back next Sunday with a new guest, and we'll announce who that is sometime during this upcoming week. So,
we promise.
yes. All right, so see you. Have a nice Sunday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.